We heard crickets from her before, during, and after.
Well, the victims of a carjacking are speaking tonight after Mayor Cantrell appeared at the juvenile offender's sentencing. Good evening, I'm Sharice Gibson.
And I'm Devin Bartolotta. After a press conference yesterday where the mayor said she loves the victims, they say they're even angrier than before. And they say 24 hours later, they still haven't heard from her.
Eleanor Chabon sat down with them in tonight's top story.
It's just, I just wanted to scream at the TV and be like, what about us?
When we first spoke to Stephanie Udo, she asked us to protect her identity.
She made us feel like victims all over again.
The family asked me to support this young person.
A week in a firestorm of controversy later, the mayor's response encouraged her to show people who she is.
That someone that can't take accountability of their actions is the one that's leading our city.
Was able to touch them and show them some level of not only concern, but a level of love.
She started off by saying she showed us a lot of love, and that was very triggering for me, given the fact that love is a very heavy word.
Stephanie says she's the one the mayor spoke to.
It was kind of like a, God bless you. It was a stroke.
I did say, God bless you. That means something to me. Maybe not to you, but
Wow.
Sisters, man, there's something else, man. She showed up to support the fucking carjacker and bragged about saying, God bless you to the victim. People are fucked. Listen, man. If this don't show you, there are no solutions.
God bless you. It was a stroke.
I did say, God bless you. That means something to me. Maybe not to you, but it means something to me. And not only touching them on the shoulder, but I rubbed them. But that's my...
That's sexual harassment. Wow. This that word salad liberal bullshit.
No, but here's the thing, though. This was done while she was there to support the guy who carjacked them. Had this just been done, had this just been done she was like, all right, some people got carjacked, it's a big fucking story. All right, God bless you, stroke on the arm. That would be bad. That would be horrible. It would be like, damn, that's it. She did this while appearing at court to support the Sun team that carjacked them and many other people in the city. It's insane.
Stephanie says she's the one the mayor spoke to.
It was kind of like a, God bless you. It was a stroke.
I did say, God bless you. That means something to me. Maybe not to you, but it means something to me. And not only touching them on the shoulder, but I rubbed them. But that's my way. The best that I could do in that moment.
She said she's a very spiritual person. Part of spirituality is recognizing that you hurt somebody. And she hurt us very badly. For her to say that, well, I was saying a Hail Mary, and, you may not know that. Well, we didn't know. You never once told us that, you were supporting us with your thoughts and prayers, which at the end of the day are not enough in this case anymore.
Madison says when she was reading her victim impact statement, Mayor Cantrell walked out.
Her walking out.
You read the victim impact statement about how her homeboy fucking did something to you. Yeah, she ain't trying to hear that shit. She fucks with the dude at carjack judge. That's her little fucking homeboy and shit.
Out mid-impact statement and not saying a word to me is not support.
The mayor showed up in court to support the juvenile involved in 3 carjackings. He's been sentenced to participate in her Pathways program.
He's been sentenced to participate in her Pathways program. A poor young black kid in the fucking criminal justice system has the easiest, that's the best fucking hand you can have, is being a poor young black kid in the criminal justice system.
But it's like you said before, Ike, and this is a fact. They're setting this boy up for failure because he's gonna end up murdering somebody, and then he's fucked.
No, all they're gonna do is say that he didn't really do it because it was based on some white people accused him of it, and they don't have enough evidence of this, and they only got 15 pieces of evidence. Where the 16th piece of evidence? They'll do some shit like that. So it doesn't. Even if he kills somebody, whether he goes to jail or not, they still gonna act like she's still gonna get a better hand than me and you. Like if I went out and carjacked 3 people and got caught for it, I'm fucked. If anybody on this panel does that, they're fucked. A young black kid, poor kid, comes into the system with 3 carjackings. Man, he's straight, man.
The juvenile involved in 3 carjackings. He's been sentenced to participate in her Pathways program, a program meant to prevent young people who have committed crimes from offending again. According to the city, 61 students have graduated. 5 of them committed another crime.
If this program really...
Okay, let's see how they fudge these numbers. 61 students graduated from the program. Juveniles, 5 committed another crime. How long has this program been around? Has it been around for 6 months, a year? Are they, huh?
How many committed crimes that they didn't know about?
Exactly. And how many got caught for stuff and it just didn't get prosecuted or didn't go through the court system? Because I bet they're only talking about convictions. I don't believe that, man. This is all horse shit. These programs don't work like that. These programs don't work this good, especially with these fucking type of kids that out here doing that shit. There's some way they finagle this shit.
Crime.
If this program really is supporting him and he's doing well, then good for him. I'm happy. I'm glad that, he is getting the help that he needs. But at the end of the day, if she's going to support all of that, where's the same support for the victims?
I do not regret supporting a young person.
If she wants to right this wrong, then that's what she's going to need to do. She's going to actually need to show support and actually apologize to us.
Both women say the mayor has not reached out and...
Look at this. White women, because you're not supposed to be able to even whistle at a white woman, right? Without fucking hanging, fucking cop just coming and fucking blowing you away on the spot, according to black people, man.
Thanks.
There's fucking sun teams out there, and I bet the 3rd person he robbed was a white woman too, or a white man. Because that's what we did, man. We preyed on white people, man. Easy targets in democratically run cities.
And are calling for her to apologize.
She was in the wrong position. What does that say for the next 3 years?
Eleanor Tabone, Eyewitness News.
Well, tonight we're also hearing from advocates who work with incarcerated children. Family and friends of Louisiana's incarcerated children said in a statement, quote, "We do not condone any crime and we have compassion for all families impacted by violence and crime. The youth justice system's purpose is not designed to punish youth, rather to rehabilitate them. From the information we have, the young person successfully participated in and completed the intensive community-based program and has committed no further offenses. We fully support second chances for our youth."
If one of those women were packing a concealed carry and they defended themselves, I 100% guarantee the mayor would have wanted to hung them from a tree.
Definitely. Without a doubt. She got in a fight at a rap concert earlier this year. So like,
no shit.
Well, she appears to be the agitator.
Yeah, we covered this man extensively on this channel, man.
What do they call her? Latoya the Destroyer?
Yeah, Latoya the Destroyer. She's
that breaking news we told you.
Bad shit, okay? Like, we talking about like a soul son sister, man.
That's a tough name to beat. I mean, Mr. Softy, all Latoya the Destroyer. Damn.
She's a doozy, man. She's a doozy.
No, I mean, I hate Lipa, but Latoya the Destroyer.
Yeah, she's a fucking terrible person, man. You could tell like she's not a good person. Like, you know,
the story and life went to the same training for mayors.
Yeah, Soros School of future mayors.
Bro, she will beat the dog shit out of Lightfoot. Lightfoot's tiny, man.
Yeah, but her wife ain't.
That breaking news we told you about. Newly obtained video shows the moment a 12-year-old was arrested by Plaquemines Parish deputies. That happened earlier this year.
The child's attorney, who is also the attorney for another man tied to a recent Plaquemines arrest, sent us the new footage overnight. Take a look. Dashcam video seems to show one deputy pull the 12-year-old off a dirt bike and then allegedly beating him. Another deputy approaches and starts.
So we supposed to believe that these deputies just pulled this 12-year-old off a bike and started beating them, and that's the whole story.
Why would you pull a random 12-year-old unless he's out past midnight? He's not doing something. Is he running? Why would you don't just grab someone?
Well, no, because he's black, obviously.
Him being out past midnight had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, not that he was popping wheelies in the nursing home parking lot or fucking slapping people on the ass as he rode by or whatever.
Just committed a crime or the bike stolen. Like in a city like New Orleans, they don't fuck with these kids. These kids got to be doing something really bad.
It's kicking him. This happened back in February of this year. The sheriff's office says the child was riding a dirt bike with a group of ATV riders who were riding around without headlights and driving recklessly. This happened
That's dangerous, man.
Woodland.
The sheriff's office tells us the 12-year-old was one of two riders arrested that night. One of the riders, a 20-year-old man, later hit a vehicle head-on and tried to escape the deputies. They were both arrested. This morning, we are hearing from that 12-year-old child who reportedly had a broken leg and a concussion. Here's what he had to say about the encounter. He says the ATV fell on top of him when he was pulled off.
I've then seen the police officer turn around and I'm looking back. I'm like, is he trying to make us get out the area? Is he trying to chase somebody else? I'm trying to figure out. Is he trying to come after me? But then once I figured out that they was actually trying to pursue me, that's when right whenever I actually thought that's whenever the cop came in front of me and cut me off. So that's why I swerved over to the.
That kid's talking out his ass.
Jesus Christ.
He could have stopped at any point, and he only gets stopped when he's cornered.
Just believe black people stuff, because a lot of fucking pasty gliders will believe that shit. Because you have to believe anything a some person said.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Some people, the group who lies the most, you have to believe everything they say. Fucking kid's just lying, man. It's simple, man. He's just lying. That's all. It's not that deep. It's not all this racism. Well, it could have been no. Just lying. So
the left side, the right side where the train tracks is. I turned the bike off, and then he jumped out the car and ran up to me and pulled me off the bike. I was on the ground with the bike on it, with a very hot bike on it.
The Plaquemines Parish Sheriff's Office released a very detailed statement on the situation. It says the office has, quote, reviewed all the actions of the deputies that responded to the incident and determined all deputies performed their duties within the guidelines of the PPSO policy, using only the force necessary to subdue the suspects. Since the date of the incident, neither the juvenile male nor his parents made any complaints to the Plaquemines Parish Sheriff's Office regarding any injuries sustained during the incident. After recently retaining the services of the same legal counsel as Reginald Hamilton, it's clear these allegations are an attempt to present edited content to inflame the public's perception of the facts of these incidents. All the facts of these cases will be presented in a court of law.
As the statement mentioned, the attorney for the child is the same attorney representing Reginald Hamilton. You may recall the video showing deputies chasing Hamilton, who was riding an ATV, because he allegedly wouldn't stop. It ended.
The kid who does this, the kid who does that is, listen, man, that's a wild kid who's playing chicken with fucking cops riding it. Like, that's a different type of kid than, man, when I was a kid, I used to do stupid stuff too, man. Nah, man. It's a different type of kid. This ain't you fucking playing fiddlesticks and shit. Or playing grab ass in the locker room. When I was a kid, I was stupid too. Nah, you wasn't these motherfuckers. These motherfuckers kill your bitch ass.
In a crash, Hamilton suffered a brain injury, and a Plaquemines Parish deputy was severely injured. He had to get his leg amputated.
Okay? The deputy had to get his leg amputated fucking with this kid. And these guys go out there and they're probably fucking calling that guy who got his leg amputated a racist. These Sun teens, he got his fucking leg amputated. Trying to get these people off the road before they killed somebody else.
Been local and national disputes on this case, claiming deputies used excessive force. We have a lot more on this story on our website, WWLTV.com.
That guy's walking around with a fucking stub for a leg and got to hear about they use excessive force. Well, this son, man, is just fucking playing chicken with them, having the time of his life running from the police.
Go back a little bit. What happened with the kid? Because I saw that bike flying.
The deputy got out of the car. The deputy got on foot and tried to stop him. The deputy this is the deputy right here standing in front of him. And then he hits the deputy, I guess, fucking chops his leg off, and then the ATV flips.
He needs his ass beat.